Yo, what's up, guys? It's Shady here, and today we are here with Week 1 of IBL Season 4 of the International Betting League. This week we are facing off against Ultra Player and his New York Metagross. Make sure you go check him out. Everything that you need to see will be in the description below. All the coaches, the analyst should be down there. The opponent, our opponent, Ultra Player, he should be down there, as well as OddsAre, my friend and the guy who made this layout. So I want to thank him very much for that. So yeah, this week, like I said, we're facing against the New York Metagross. I was not able to get the live comm out just because the NTR is messing up, and if I'm being honest, it's really not working out for me this right now. So I don't know, I may have to end up post-comming a lot of the games, if not all of the games of this season. So we're gonna try our best to get it figured out, but nonetheless we're gonna make do with what we got. And so yeah, we're gonna get this out. We decided to bring Clefable, Zoroark, Mega Beedrill, Swellow, Milotic, and Bronzong. Of course, he brought his Mega Hoopa, not Mega Hoopa. Oh God, wouldn't that be scary? He brought his Hoopa Unbound, his Mega Venusaur, his Araquanid, his Klefki, his Donphan, and his Nihileo. Now, the system I'm running, I'm just going to quickly kind of go over them. I'm running a physically defensive, I believe, Clefable, that's just stored power, a sweeper. You got or not stored, I guess, yeah, stored power, but that has cosmic power, not Calm Mind. I want to throw that out there. We got a Life Orb Zoroark, we got a Mega Beedrill, we got a Flame Orb Gut Swallow, and we have a physically defensive Milotic with Flame Orb, I believe, and we also have a Bronzong, which I believe is specially defensive to deal with that Nihileo, if I remember my prep correctly. Now, what I decided to do here is my game plan for this game is that I know he has the ability to really hazard stack a lot. So, what I said I wanted to do is that I thought that if I had hazard on his side, it wouldn't be as big of a deal if I had them on my side. So my whole game plan was the Magic Toe hazards spikes back with my Milotic, since I know he'd probably take the opportunity to set them up against my Milotic with its Klefki. So I decided to bounce him back. That way I have rocks on Bronzong. However, during team preview, it went over my head that Araquanid would probably lead and get webs up, so that was something I definitely didn't think of. So as a result, if I had thought about that, then I would have led my Milotic to bounce the webs back onto his side, but instead of that, I ended up just not doing that, and I ended up leading off a Mega Beedrill because I knew that nothing on his team, I could just U-turn on anything, and I just go into any one I really wanted to. So that's what I decided to do. However, there was we did DC in the game. Thank you, honestly, to Ultra Player for getting through it when we DC'd. I know it wasn't easy to recreate it. My DS literally just froze. It wasn't like my internet disconnect. No, it just my DS just froze. It was really weird. So I want to thank him again for that. But yeah, let's just hop right into the battle. Like I said, we decided to lead off with Mega Beedrill. However, I wasn't thinking right during the recreation, so I just decided I lit off with Clefable here, whereas he did choose off to lead with the Araquanid. Actually, here he's gonna Toxic on purpose as I go into Mega Beedrill just to get the leads right. So that's what's gonna happen here. And here in the game I was just like, oh, I realized instantly that I had messed up and that I should have let off of my Milotic to get the webs bounced back on his side. So that was a big mistake on my part. So I'm just gonna go here for the U-turn and hope that he just decides to go for the straight up attack against me, and that he won't set up webs, so that I can go into my Milotic here, which is my Araquanid counter, and maybe get webs, actually manage to get webs back, bounce back onto his side. However, he is just going to go straight up for the sticky webs. So that is really unfortunate for me. So That really sucks. Luckily, I get the Flame Orb off, so he can't Toxic my Melodic, so that's always good. But, here's gonna go into his Mega Venusaur, and I'm gonna click Dragon Tail. In the game, I actually landed the Dragon Tail, and I did about 10%, which I'm not sure whether it ended up mattering or not. You will see later in the game where it's up for debate whether it mattered. But anyways, he's just gonna, I Dragon Tailed him into Klefki, but obviously I missed the Dragon Tail, so I just went for the Magico as the hard switch into Klefki just to get the scenario right. Here, he's going to just go for the spikes, not expecting the Magico in the actual game, I assume. So that's always good. Here, I just decided to click Magico a second time, just because there's no reason not to click Magico. Like, even if he wants to swap, well, okay, then I just kind of waste a turn. Oh well. Like, there's really no reason for me not to click Magico at this point. But he's just going to click spikes again. I don't know if he over-predicted me or what, but I am going to be able to get a second layer of spikes up on him. And now he's going to go for spikes once again as I Magico once again. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can get up a third layer. And as you can see, he just ends up letting me set up 3 spikes on him, which I assume he just didn't care, and he just wanted to see if I would maybe over-predict and swap, and he could get spikes up because he always just spin with Donphan. So that's definitely a possibility. But anyways, I'm just going to go into Clefable here because I don't personally think that he is going to have a way to touch my Clefable. I feel like maybe Spikes, T-Wave, Play Rough, and then like, what is it called, Magnet Rise, because if he's Magnet Rise, then my Mega Beedrill cannot touch it whatsoever. The Drill Run then becomes unstoppable. He is going to swap, which leads me to believe he does not have Flash Cannon, so he can't touch my Clefable. I'm going to go for the Cosmic Power, but it's a really good play on his part to go into Nihileo here, because if he is Specs, then I am unable to really beat him in this Cosmic Power. Like, I'm unable to Cosmic Power Soft Boil my way out of it. But he's just going to click Sludge Wave. I knew he would. Obviously, I don't think he'd want to over-predict when I have a Cosmic Power Clefable on my side, especially if he is locked in, because that could be really, really bad, and I could just sweep him like that. So he didn't want to play, so that's why I went to Bronzong. He's going to swap out into a Rack-Winded here as I set up my rocks. And here I'm just thinking he's going to attack because I assume he's just sacking it off because the thing does not get any kind of recovery. So I decided to go into my Lodic to get some recover off because I know I need my Lodic very, very healthy to deal with some of its threats later in the game. However, he's going to reveal the rest, which is really unfortunate because now this Araquanid is back to being a nuisance. It could definitely do a lot of damage to my team depending on its set. So it's something I definitely need to watch out for. Here he did eat the Chesto, so I know he's not Rest Talk. So now he's going to go into his Mega Beedrill, not his Mega Beedrill, his Mega Venusaur here. As I believe I decided to go for the Dragon Tail because I decided to go for the Recover because I wanted to get myself back healthy in case the Araquanid wanted to try to 1v1 me. And now I believe here he is going to Mega Evolve into Mega Venusaur, and I'm going to swap out here into my Bronzong just because Bronzong can really be a big annoyance with Future Sight. So he is going to Mega Evolve, and I knew that there's a possibility he could have knockoff, but I was looking at the calc and I was like, well, HP Fire also still does a good amount of damage to my Bronzong, so there is the possibility that he is actually just carrying HP Fire. But he is going to reveal the knockoff, which is really unfortunate because now my Cobra Bait for the Hoopa U is no longer viable. So that's really unfortunate. I'm just going to go for the Future Sight here. And he is just going to go for the knockoff, I think. Yeah, he's just going to click knockoff again. And here, I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball. At this point, I am willing to let my Bronzong go down. I got my rocks up, and I am just trying to make sure that this Mega Venusaur is weak whenever I kill it, or at least like a lot lower HP, so that I can go into him on like Swellow, Zoroark, or Mega Beedrill and just revenge kill it, and then put on a lot of pressure on his team, because honestly this Mega Venusaur is very annoying. But yeah, I'm just going to be Gyro Ball, Future Sighting non-stop, or is he just trying to synthesis just to stay healthy so that he can't be revenged if he is to take up my Bronzong. So yeah, I'm just going to click Future Sight here. which I ran Future Sight over Psychic because I was thinking, well, if he is kind of mixed Pedef or mixed wall, then Psychic could not has a chance to not 2 KO, and I really needed to 2 KO that thing. So I decided to run Future Sight, but obviously since he was physically defensive, which would make the most sense, I should have ran Psychic. So that was definitely a prep oversight on my part. Here he's just going to go hard Donphan on my gyro ball, and he's just going to end up spinning away all the hazards I set up on his side, which is really, really unfortunate because those spikes could have been very, very useful. The Future Sight's going to come in on the Donphan, and he's just going to live on a sliver of health. Here in the battle, I actually had a little bit more health than what was actually shown here. That was a little bit of a mistake because of the Giga Drain crit from the Mega Venusaur, but it's okay because we are just gonna play this off. He's just gonna keep going for the EQ, and knowing that I'm Levitate, and I'm just gonna Future Sight and keep setting up rocks. And I'm just gonna wait for the Future Sight to take him out because it looked a lot cooler in game, where I felt like I was definitely playing him when it comes to keeping my rocks up. But unfortunately, obviously, we kind of got a little mixed up just because of that crit. But it's whatever, because Future Sight's going to take him out, which is what happened in the actual game, and I managed to live on a sliver of health in the actual game with my Bronze Song. So now he's going to go into the Mega Venusaur here, and I'm just going to go for the Future Sight, I believe. I don't remember if I went for Future Sight or Explosion, but either way, I went for one of the two. But he's just going to outspeed and just kill me right away, which is understandable. Here I decided to go into Swallow because I know there's no way I can kill it at this point with Zoroark's Extrasensory or Mega Beedrill's Poison Jab. So I know I need to go into my my Swallow here. And if he's physically defensive like I think he is, unless I have Flame War, Brave Bird is not going to kill that Mega Venusaur, and a Sludge Bomb plus Brave Bird recoil is really gonna just bring down my Swallow. And because he has rocks up, I just can't risk that. I really need to get my Flame Orb off, so I did go for the Protect as he just went hard into his what's this thing here, hard into his Klefki. I'm gonna go hard Clefable on, or not hard Clefable, I'm gonna U-turn out into Clefable thinking that he doesn't have any steel type stab, but he does here reveal that he is carrying the Flash Cannon, which is really unfortunate for me, because now I don't know if I can really set up against this thing. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. I believe I just decided to go for the what'd I go for here? He's gonna hard swap out here into the Mega Venusaur, I believe predicting me to swap into my Lodic, which is what I do if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I go hard Melodic here, just because I knew I could take a Flash Cannon and maybe I'd be able to bounce some spikes back. Since his Donphan's gone, he wouldn't be able to get rid of the hazards. However, he's just gonna predict that and go into his Mega Venusaur here. Here, I'm gonna predict him to swap, thinking that I'm gonna swap here. I don't know what he was predicting me to swap into since he went to Nihileo. I don't know what he would have predicted there. That was a really interesting play, actually, now I think about it, what he predicted me to switch into there. But either way, I'm going to Dragon Tail predicting him to swap, predicting me to swap, and he's going to get Dragon Tail out into his Araquanid here. I'm just going to go for the cover because I really need myself at a high amount of health. So I want to make sure that that is the case. He's going to go for Liquidation. So now I know this thing's entire moveset is completely walled by my Lodic here. So that's really good. So yeah, he's going to keep clicking Liquidation. I believe here I decided just to click the Dragon Tail again, just to get this thing out of here. And I do click the Dragon Tail. It's going to do just a little bit. It's not supposed to do a lot of damage, but he's going to go get knocked into Klefki. And I believe here I just go for the Recover because I did not want... I needed my Melodic a lot healthier just so that I could, just so that it wasn't so weak. So I am going to go for the Recover here. I see he's just going to go hard Mega Venusaur. He has no reason not to go Mega Venusaur on my Melodic 100% of the time. However, something really unfortunate is going to happen here. It's coming down to the same 50-50. Do I predict him to predict me to swap and he over predicts? Or do I... What do I do? I end up being the one who over predicts. I thought that he would end up swapping or clicking Sludge Bomb or something else rather than just going for the Giga Drain. However, he does opt for the Giga Drain, putting myself at very, like, half health. And just to add on to the big unfortunateness of this scenario, I Jack and tell him out into Hoopa U, and I know at this moment I lose the game. I have nothing to switch into this thing. Everything on my team is super important. Mega, or not Mega Venusaur, Clefable got the ability to sweep. Zor can put on a lot of pressure. Swallow, he doesn't really have a switch in. So I am just in a very unfortunate position. I don't know if the thing's scarfed or not. I can't, because Thunderbolt, even from its scarfed, or scarf, not Thunder, Tupas killed me. So I could not tell whether the thing was scarfed. I had to go into Swallow and hope that it scared him out, and luckily it did scare him out, as you saw. He ended up going into Klefki. And I probably could have 2AK with this thing with the Facade, but I really didn't want to risk him living and then me losing my Swallow. However, I think if I had just went for the Facade and killed, I may have had a chance at coming back in this game. So that's really unfortunate for me. However, we are just going to go into our Zoroark here, because I do know that I'm able to kill with the Flamethrower here. It does show my loading, but it is the Zoroark. He's going to click Flash Cannon here, and it's going to do a good amount of damage, but as you can see, I am just a Zoroark, and I know Flamethrower just kills here, so I'm just going to quick it 100%, and Klefki will end up going down. So, luckily this Klefki's down. However, I'm just in a very bad position because I left my Melodic. My Melodic was really the thing that was kind of stopping Nihileo at this point, since I lost my Bronzong earlier in the game. So I'm in a very tough position at this point. He's going to end up going into his Mega Venusaur here. I'm just going to click Extra Sensory here. And as you can see, he just lives on a sliver of health, and I'm pretty sure that's under 10%, meaning that Dragon Tail damage may have mattered earlier in the game, which is really unfortunate because the thing would have been dead. But I'm just going to go into Mega Beedrill here because I know that I can outspeed and do a lot of damage to everything on his team. Nothing switches into my Mega Beedrill here. I'm just going to click Drill Run because Drill Run plus any other move like Poison Jab will kill every single one on his team. However, he's just going to opt to stay in and let his Venusaur go down. I'm going to get a crit. It's not really going to matter. However, at this point, because I've lost both my Bronzong and my Melodic, he is just going to be able to go into his Nihileo here. Here, I had a game plan as to how I can beat this. I'm just going to sack off my Clefable here. At this point, I am going to be able to go into Swallow, and I can kill it with the Facade. And then at that point, he can send in either Hoopa or Araquanid, and or Hoopa, or just everything on his team dies to my Swallow. And even if I die to like Brave Bird Recoil, if he were to send out Mega Venusaur, then that would be fine. Or the Araquanid, I mean, since Araquanid and Hoop is in the back. If I were to die to Brave Bird Recoil, then that would be okay, because then I have Mega Beedrill, which outspeed both and kill both with a Poison Jab or U-turn, and outspeed them both even after they are after I take Sticky Webs. But unfortunately, he does reveal himself to be Scarfed, which is really good prep on his part that allowed him to outspeed my Swallow. So nothing I could have done about it. I'm going to go into Mega Beedrill and hope that by some kind of miracle I can live the hit. However, obviously, I'm not going to be able to, or not even live the hit or outspeed, one of the two. But obviously, that's not going to happen. So Matt is going to be able to kill me with the Power Gem, going to be able to sweep me with Nihileo in the end, and he's going to be able to pick up the 3-0 win versus me. We knew that we were starting off the league 0-1, -3, not the best way we wanted to start off the season. The only other way I think I could have won it in the end game is just let my Swallow or my Mega Beedrill, what I go into there. He had Nihileo against my Mega Beedrill, so if I had let Mega Beedrill go down, then I could have maybe have gone into what's that mon called? Could have possibly gone into my Clefable, and maybe by some miracle I would have been able to beat it. I'm not sure. I would need to check the calcs. I may have been able to beat a Twist Scarf Nihileo at +1 since it was locked in the Power Gym. If I played it right, and maybe some little rules may have been needed to have occurred, I may have been able to have come back and sweep him with Cosmic Power, Moon Blast, just a bunch of shenanigans. I may have been able to come back. I would have definitely needed. He would have probably needed to misplay a lot. I can only imagine Nicoleo did a lot of damage with the power gem at +1. But anyway, GG to him. I want to thank him so much for getting through that match. I know it wasn't really fun to replay that, but so I want to thank him for sticking around through it. Anyways, we are starting off the season, like I said, 0-1 -3. We are currently at the very, very bottom of the power rankings as of post-draft, as of week 1. I'm not sure yet. Week 2 will go up next weekend. I'm not sure when. Saturday, Sunday, Monday is the dates we upload. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload it. This was supposed to go up on Saturday at 3. However, just based on NTR messing with me and me having to depend on Citra, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this out on time. If I am, nice. If I'm not, sorry. But I'm not sure when it's going to go up, but we are facing Walmart and his Miami Infernape, who took a win last week. So that will be a fun game. We really want to bounce back. We don't want to start this in 0-2. But once again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out everything in the description below. Everything, the playlist for this, the playlist for Ultra Moon LP, as well as our opponent, the New York Metagross Ultra Player. Make sure you go check out all the coaches and the analysts. Make sure you go check out odds. Everything else is going to be, everything's going to be down there. If you did enjoy, make sure that like and make sure that subscribe button so you don't miss any content in the future. But anyways, guys, this has been Shady, and I'm out. Peace.